After one game in the preseason, I have seen everything that I need to see to confidently say that the Packers are winning the Super Bowl. It's already decided. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Packers 101. And today I'm going to be recapping the preseason game between the Packers and the Bengals. Man, it's good to have football back. Even though it was a preseason game, I was excited to watch it. So let's take a look at the box score. Obviously, passing. Jordan Love played the first two series. He went 7 for 10 for 46 yards and a touchdown, and he looked pretty good when he played. He looked very sharp in the pocket. He looked very quick in all his movements. He made his reads pretty quickly, and pretty much all of his throws were accurate except a few in the first series. He missed the tight end over the middle on a third down that would have probably went for a touchdown. So that was probably the only throw that Love wished he could have had back. He also tried to get Christian Watson deep on that same series, but the safety made a good play on it and ended up incomplete. Other than that, though, all of Jordan Love's passes look great, accurate, on time, and he just looks so much more comfortable now than he did when he got the first start in Kansas City all those years ago. So Jordan Love definitely deserves a lot of credit for this preseason game. I know it's just the preseason, but he looks miles better compared to when he played years ago. The Packers rookie quarterback this year, Sean Clifford, actually had a pretty good game. Went 20 for 26, 208 yards and a touchdown. Also threw two interceptions, one being a pick six. The other interception wasn't so much his fault. The defender just made a great play on the ball. Now, the ground game for Green Bay, Emmanuel Wilson for the Packers had only 6 carries, but went for 111 yards and two touchdowns. One of his carries was an 80-yard run. That was pretty amazing to see. He averaged almost 20 yards a carry. Probably should have given him the ball a little bit more in the preseason, but he definitely impressed. Now let's take a look at receiving. Dontavian Wicks, 3 receptions for 68 yards. Samori Toure, 3 receptions for 56 yards. And Romeo Doubs had 2 receptions for 21 yards and a touchdown. So passing all around looked very good for Green Bay. Both quarterbacks, Jordan Love and Sean Clifford, showed some potential. And no, despite what the internet says, there is no quarterback controversy in Green Bay. It is all Jordan Love's show. And on defense, Carrington Valentine and Dallin Levitt each had an interception. Now just a quick look at the Bengals. Trevor Siemian went 15 of 28 for 121 yards, no touchdowns, and one interception. Jake Browning went 10 for 17, 95 yards, no touchdowns, and one interception. So 2 interceptions total for the Bengals. Rushing, not too much for the Bengals. Chris Evans had 7 carries for 49 yards. He was really the only one to do anything of significance on the ground. And receiving, Andre Isiovas had 4 receptions for 50 yards. And on defense, Tyson Anderson had a really good game, honestly. He had 2 interceptions, one of which being a pick six. The final score to this game was 36-19. The Packers dominated it. Now, granted, the Packers had their starters in for a decent part of the game, while the Bengals, they played all their backups. Joe Burrow obviously got hurt in camp, so they're being restful with all the starters, which makes perfect sense. You don't want to expend your guys too much in the preseason. But the biggest takeaway from this game is that there's potential with this Packers offense. The new tight end we drafted, Luke Musgrave, he looked pretty fast, and if Jordan Love was just a little bit more accurate with the ball he threw to him, his stat line probably looks completely different for this game, and he's probably the MVP of this game. Jaden Reed looked pretty good, looked good on a punt return, had some catches. He's speedy. He has got a lot of speed, and that's going to be really fun to see how he gels with this offense because it's a very young offense. There's no wide receiver on the Packers roster that has more than a year of experience, so it's very unknown how this is going to translate to the regular season. But the most important thing come out of this game, it doesn't matter that who wins or loses, even though the Packers won. What matters is that the offense looks like it has potential. And it's safe to say that after those first two drives, there is definitely potential with this offense. So I'm looking forward to see what happens next week. It is almost confirmed that Jordan Love will get more time, according to Matt LaFleur. So let's see what happens during week 2 of the preseason. Anyways, that's going to do it for this quick recap of the Packers versus the Bengals in the preseason. Let me know if you have any takes on the game that I missed, and I hope you all have a great day. See you next time.